Hello everyone and welcome back to All the Mods 10. We are back, we're of course in our little private world, and what's the plan? Well, off camera, I did do something. For starters, we're on 4.2 of the Modpack, and what I did is I thought I sort of solved our problem with the storage. But there's a surprising amount of stuff still. I basically went through and all the stuff that there was a lot of, I made drawers for. Yeah, that's basically it. So like, I added a bunch of these drawers just for like leaves and all these ores and whatnot, just to sort of get them out of the system. I don't have void upgrades in, but some of them are pretty decently high storage, so like I don't think it'll be a problem for a while. So that's cool. In terms of what I want to do this episode, and in terms of what we will do, my original plan was to build something big, like just a big building. That was the plan. I don't know if we actually will do that. Prior to even thinking about that, a lot of you guys are suggesting infinite. That's how you spell infinite. A lot of you guys were suggesting cells. Infinite cells. These ones, infinity cell. So as you can see, there's quite a lot here. Yeah, these are all different types of infinite things. Now, for the dimensional seed, dim seed, this guy, if we jump in here and we search dim seed, we do have the recipe there. We click this. I mean, we have most of the stuff. Like, we've got a decent amount of everything currently. All we actually need is endstone. We don't have endstone being created. So, like, for example, I think I can get an endstone infinity thingy. So if we make one of these, we have infinite endstone in our system. That's pretty cool. The problem is, I have to make one of these. So, first of all, I need the endstone. So it kind of doesn't solve our problem. In fact, honestly, if I can make one of these, like if I can save up enough endstone for this, chances are I can probably save enough endstone for a second one. You know what I mean? And a third and a fourth. Like, I don't know. These are kind of like, yeah, that's great, but I don't have the stuff to make the thing to get the stuff. So I don't think this is as viable as I had hoped. What I will say, though, is the alloys. How do we make them? With an enchanting apparatus, or the block, you can get from a Ice Dragon Forge. We have Ice and Fire Community Edition, so we have dragons on the menu again. Which is sick. Otherwise, yeah, another enchanting apparatus with all that stuff. This is honestly feels more likely to happen than this, just because I need like a Piglet heart block. Maybe that's not a problem. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Earth Essence block, Earth Essence, which you can get from an Earth Essence comb, or you can get it from dirt, a seed. Like, this doesn't seem hard to make. The only thing would be Piglitches, and I don't know if have we done Piglitches yet? No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Cool. But we could totally go in there, get one of these guys set up, make this happen, get one of these, do this to automate that. It's doable, but we'd still need the endstone. So I'll tell you what, to start off, let's at least get endstone automated at the base level. So, for example, if I order this, we need endstone to make it. So, like, we just can't. To get endstone, there's a few ways. One is with seeds. That might just be what we do, I guess. It's not the worst idea ever. The other option would be setting up an extractor. This guy's very slow, but he is just infinite. He'll get the job done. He'll just do it over time. Or this, which I think is actually... Oh, yeah. This is what we're going to do. Infinite cobblestone, and then we bulk end it. We bulk end it into endstone. That is the plan. That is my master plan. Okay. Let's do that. None of the other plans matter. That is the new plan. So we've got this guy. Doesn't matter. We need a different fan blowing different stuff. So, I mean, like, could we do it here? How difficult would it be to... I don't think it's worth doing it there. I think we'll just do it elsewhere. So, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Let's bookmark this. Cool. So, first things first, we need a dragon head. That could be a problem. I'm not actually sure. If we get a wither prediction, we can just make one. That's pretty sick. Otherwise, I know you can find it. It looks like some quest rewards can give it to you. You can do some queen bee trades apparently. Or yeah, you can grow the stuff. I mean, we've got all this stuff. All we need is a wither prediction. I think there's a chance that we have that, and it might just be like disabled or something. So over in this little backyard area, our base looks so bad. We can at least tidy this up. It's the little things that matter. I think we just do this. I don't think it's worth the visual pain that this specific base had. I also feel like something happened here. We're definitely missing some stuff. Was it as simple as just that? It could have been. I do have a bit of an idea. Let's guys, it's okay. Guys, it's okay. Just watch and learn. We're gonna do that, and then we're going to do this. Just believe. Have trust in the system. Listen. I don't have a plan, but you're witnessing the plan take place. That's gonna go like this, and then I'm thinking we just keep it simple. How is that too simple? You know what? I think that works. I don't want this to be usable. I just want it to look better than it currently does. Does that make sense? So, like I just want it to look like it's something. Does that look like it's something? I'll tell you what. I think it looks strange enough that I might have gotten away with it. I think possibly I need to do like that, which is a little bit upsetting, but I might be able to just like really, you know, really big brain it like this. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's there we go. Done. What do you guys think? A nice upgrade? I think the back, this part is a problem. I will agree. And I think it's solved. Do I dare? Let's see. Bear with me. What do we get from this? Yeah, sure, yeah. I just wanted something. I was like, I don't really like how this looks. I think we can just do literally anything. The hammock here looks silly. It's practical. It honestly is like really handy to have it there, but it's just not worth it. Okay. Cool. This floor I don't like at all. I think we spruce it up or something. Yeah. Sorry, I've been doing some server-based videos, and I feel like I'm letting the team down. You know what I mean? I'm seeing some stuff, and I'm like, oh man, and this is us. This is what YouTube guy has to show for himself. It's just embarrassing. We could probably just do spruce. I don't want to say just do spruce, because that makes it sound like it doesn't look good. But I kind of want it to, like, not look as horrible as it does. I think this looks gross. I think this needs to be grass of some sort. Have I not done grass? I thought I grassed up the area. That area's grassed up. Do we have... Hold on. Oh, we don't really have grass, do we? Interesting. Okay. Yuck. Oh, I don't like how this looks. We really... Yeah, I don't know what floor to do. I mean, I could just have this come the whole way through. I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing we've ever done. Let's grab cobble. Chipped. Oh. He who chips has a chip. There we go. Did you like that magic I did? And then this is etched, right? No, it's vertical something. Hold on. Sorry. Vertical cut cobblestone. And so we're looking for... what I don't even know what it looks like for some reason. I have to visual. I have to vertical. I'll be back once I find it. Okay, I found it. Cool. That's probably enough. just to get this with a nice floor going. Cool. I think that looks okay. I think, yep. I think we can just sort of bring this room. This room doesn't have to be functional. It just has to not be hideous. And I think that sort of does it. The lights in this room are horrible. This wall's horrible. This is a door. That's not a door. If we shut that, does this solve the day? Okay. That looks better than it did. Okay. I think we've done some good moves. I think we've made it look a little prettier. Okay, so I'm currently looking in here. Oh, sorry, I got distracted, of course. We have Endermans, Skeletons, Cows, Zombified Creeper, Ender Dragon. We actually have Ender Dragon predictions. These just don't give us Dragon Heads. Which means, does that mean we don't have a Wither prediction? We have a Wither Skeleton prediction. We don't actually have a Wither prediction. Interesting. Okay. And really, that's how we get the Dragon Egg? Dragon Egg. Dragon Head with a Wither prediction. That's a strange one. Wither prediction. Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Otherwise, Blank Skull and Dragon Egg Essence. Because I've got a Dragon Egg. So, like, I could make Dragon Eggs. Oh, you don't even need that for the seeds. What's going to be easier? Kill a couple Withers? But then I need to actually get the prediction. But then I've got infinite of them. Man, life's hard, isn't it? Blank Skull. How do you make that? I don't even have any of this. Soul Dust is Soul Stone. Okay. We could do that. This needs to be smelted for smooth. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll make the seeds. I think that should be easy enough. So let's get that made. Bone block we can order. Boom. Oh, yep. Struggled a little bit there. Bone block, cool. Sir? Am I... Oh, wait. Smooth soulstone then gets smelted again, right? Yeah, there we go. And then we go blank skull. Cool. We get 4 of them. And so what's that for? That's for the dragon head. Yeah. Okay. And for the dragon egg essence, we need the dragon egg seed. Okay. And that's this recipe here. So if we jump in here... Why can't I click? Insanium essence, dragon scale, prosperity seed. So dragon scales we do have. They are the right ones from Mystical Agriculture. So we'll get 4 of those. We do need Insanium, which we should have an Insanium amount of, which is great. Grab 4 of those. And then a Prosperity Seed Base, which is also pretty easy. All right. But yeah, I did want to build something big. This house, I almost feel like has to go. I know it's a little heirloom at this point. Our first house. It's just... I guess it's fine. I don't really know. I hate everything. I hate it. It's ugh. Bleh. That's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pow, 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 pow. Cool. Maybe we just need to build more in, get this area built up, make it not look as just condensed. Alright, cool. So that is dragon egg seeds. Now these guys, we should be able to just process down in this little place. So, what's our, I was going to say for example, but I don't really know what my example is. So hydroponic bed. Let's get a simulation thingy. That's currently doing nothing because this doesn't count. It requires dragon egg crux below. Okay. Now, I do want to check something real quick. If I click this and we right click this, this can be done in a garden cloche. Does it mention that it can be done in... It doesn't mention it. I'm just wondering if certain things can't be used in a hydroponic bed. But this isn't listing it for seed. So hold on. What's Oritech? Oh. Remind me to look at that. Remind me to try out Oritech at some point. That looks sick. Cries dragon egg. Okay. Dragon egg crux. This thing. Okay. Now, it says it needs this below. If I shift like this, nothing happens. I'm going to pretend that this means I can place it actually below. Meaning if I pick up this, place it there. Doesn't sound like it. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, cool. There you go. That's something new for you to learn. And then that works. And then that is training up the seed. But beyond that, I mean, we're getting the stuff and it's growing it pretty fast. Awesome. I don't really know, or I guess I don't really remember what here needs to be done in order for this to work at max speed, because I feel like that's not max speed, but alas, everything is connected. Was there something? Oh, maybe I just was timing in a wanting it? Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty right. No, we were definitely training it a lot faster before I thought. Oh, well. Regardless, we have dragon eggs. So I should be able to make a dragon head really easily. We only need one, so we'll keep the rest for a rainy day. Okay. The benefit is now we should be able to make the thing that we want to make, which is obviously great. So let's go down here. Well, I almost want to make a different room for it, but I guess it probably is better being down here. I would also like this to extend along. So currently, I do have a wrench. Currently, we have 3 channels going through here, so I think that's fine. But we've got it stopping here, so we need to definitely send this guy all the way down here so that we can actually keep using him. And keep at least this area looking quite nice if we sort of like try to stay on top of things. So can I get more covers? Perfect. And then look at that. Okay, so what exactly is the plan? We need a fan. That needs a propeller, which we can do. We get a fan. Did we automate motors? We didn't. These are great to have. I do need to automate it, but we just haven't, I guess. Not today. What's happening here? Hold on. Sunflower, sunflower, 100 sunflowers. Can we... What's the button? Because I'm pretty sure this turns off when the right amount of stuff happens, right? And, yeah. It's fine. That'll turn off eventually. Hold on. It's really irritated me for some reason. I don't even know why. There we go. And, oh god. I played myself. Okay, this is fine. We're going to do encased fan. We're going to do dragon head. You know what? We will... Can I spin you? No, that's all right. We'll have him at least face where he's going to be breathing onto. We will get a depot. One of these guys. Well, you don't actually need to do a depot, but I guess a depot works. I think realistically what you do is you get a dropper. Probably just a simple dropper would work. Let's get a dropper to make the dropper. Cool. What am I hearing? What? Pixie Club. Okay. We're not going to listen to that anymore. Okay, we've got this. We will get a pattern provider. Now, but what are we going to do? Realistically, I think I actually want it there, which means I want this here. And so it'll place stuff in here. This guy will drop a stack. Perfect. We'll get a demagnetizer. We'll get 2 of these. One will obviously place here. And then we actually will place one here because I think that should still pick it up. It just means my magnet won't pick it up. Which obviously solves that problem. So that guy we just need to spin. We have this guy drop stuff. And then we get a collector I think we can just do an item collector into an advanced item collector. And just slap this guy here and tell him to collect only endstone. Yeah. Okay, well that didn't work. Tell him to not collect cobble. Blacklist cobble. Cool. And that, in my mind, should work. So let's see if we can make this happen. I'm just going to set up a water wheel. These things don't need to spin fast. They just need to spin in general. So water wheel. Boom. Water wheel. Which way does he need to spin? Let's see. Is it this way? Nope. Let's go ahead and have him spin that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we can tidy that up. Middle mousing to pick up stuff is the best thing ever in the game. I feel like I say that every episode now. We should also have pattern encoding terminal. Perfect. We want to create endstone using this recipe. And we kind of want to do like 1,000 for 1,000, I think. So if we do this, it will drop 1,000. It will pick up 1,000. It's a lot of items to have on the ground, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Let's have a look. Let's search endstone. Well, yeah, let's search endstone and just make sure that it'll at least work. So let's click this and click this. So the limit is how much this guy can get at once. And if we lower this, he'll drop it faster. I just want to see how long does it actually take. I think he's dropped everything. So that should be 1,000 cobble on the ground there. As you can see, the particles are going up. Hopefully that doesn't blow up my ceiling. And then hopefully, more importantly, they start turning into endstone. They'll get instantly picked up, which is great. And then that's a pretty decent endstone automation, I think. Yeah, look, autocraft complete. Because we got our 1 endstone, which means we probably grabbed a stack. And how cool. That's pretty good. So I'm thinking if I were to search for endstone again, sorry, and we click on the, don't we need a 6 times? I guess it's just a 5 times. Oh, we actually just need more cobble. Okay, cool. Because cobble infinity might actually be doable. Yeah, like, look how doable it is. It's like the definition of doable. It's so doable. All right, so we just need water buckets. I think we've just done it. I think I just placed this here, this there, and this here. And we now have infinite cobble. I mean, I don't think it gets better than that. All right. And then I just need to go like pow. And now when we're in here, we have infinite. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now if I search endstone. Now this, between you and me, guys, you probably shouldn't do this. But I'm Mr. YouTuber. Oh, I don't have the bites. I was going to just craft it and have it drop everything on the ground. That's okay. Is it? No, it's not. I want to drop everything on the ground. Okay. let's get a crafting CPU that can let me do it. Okay. These are 16k. Let's search storage. Okay. Now, 64k is great and all, but we kind of want more than that, right? So I'm trapped. Let's go under. And let's get more than that. Let's encode the next tier, which is the 256k. So this should be enough, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if we can make that happen. 256k. It says we can order it. Let's order one. Let's sort of see how long that will take, because I don't actually know. So what is the slow part? I don't really know. Is that smelting? Available, crafting, scheduled. It might be smelting. Which I wouldn't think is a slow part, but maybe like the recipe's only putting one in at a time or something. Because that would obviously be slow, but I mean, that's pretty fast to get that guy done, so I'm happy with that. So let's grab this. And I think what I'll do is I'll just upgrade one of the existing storages. Oh, crafters. So for example, this guy here looks great. Let's pull apart this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on, turn that magnet back on. Shift right click to disassemble it. And then craft these two together to get a 256k. There we go, that's a pretty good crafter. So now if I search endstone, we'll go down there first. Because there's a chance I need to like attempt to walk into this or do something in order to stop the server from dying as I attempt to craft all of this at once. Alright, it says we can. Let's give it a shot. Oh, well, I guess, you know what? It's probably fine because it will finish some before this guy has a chance to drop everything, right? Right? Right, guys? I think so. I think there's a good chance we'll start seeing endstone in here while he's still dropping. Once I see this start moving, I'll... Oh, yep, we see it moving. And he's still dropping stuff. So like this should start going just as fast as he drops stuff. Which is what we're seeing there. Sweet! Yeah, cool. That's it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? A thumbnail. Thumbnail. Oh my god, the world's best thumbnail. I'm rich. This just made me trillions. Trillions of dollars just made. With this thumbnail. Alright, perfect. It's still dropping stuff. This might actually be a lot longer than I thought. What are we looking at? Crafting, scheduled, available. No, it's not taking that. Like, we've got 7k. We're attempting to get 33k. Or 50k or something. Yeah, alright. So that is endstone automated. That is a lot of stuff automated. In terms of the dim seed, if we want to actually finish this guy off, we do need this other stuff. A lot of these are bookshelves, which I'll be honest, are annoying. Like setting up all the enchanting. But I think... we'll do it upstairs. I was going to do it down here, just in a row, and set it up for automation. I think we build it outside. Oh, well... No, I think we do build it outside. For a number of reasons. One is so that we can actually just have something out here. But the other reason I'm thinking is that I don't think you can automate it, so there's kind of no point. I mean, maybe you can in this pack, but currently we're going to pretend that you can't. Do I have an exchangey gadget? I do. He is set up for the right thing. He's just not set up for the right size. Let's do this. Let's do this. Cool. And let's just head out this way a little bit. All right. Cool. That's great. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it, I guess. Cool. All right. Let's see what we can get away with. So I can probably fit one in here. I can probably fit one in here, and then I can probably fit one maybe even on this side. And we can just have like 1, 2, 3 around this tree. Oh, 1, 2, 3 around this tree? How hype was that, guys? All right, let's search dim seed. Cool. So for this guy, well, it's kind of different than I expected, to be honest. Why am I thinking? I'm thinking of the pearls that you need, like the teleportation, transportation pearls. These aren't even that. All right, hold on. Sorry, that's my bad. We don't need those horrible things just yet, but when we do, at least we've got somewhat of a place planned. All right, so if I try to craft this, we need this stuff. Okay, cool. So if I want to craft this miniature end portal, draconic end shelf and end shelf. Neither of these are automated. So end shelf is now automated. What was it? Draconic end shelf. Draconic end shelf is now auto may is now automated. What do you guys think? You think I did well? How do I automate smelting? Am I dumb? Oh yeah, there's meant to be a thing here. Smelt you. Cool. Everything else is just a crafting recipe, I believe. Which I don't really know if this is still... Oh, we've got a little bit of room to work with here, but definitely... Were any of these free for operation? No, okay. But we can get more, right? Yeah. But can we get more? It says it's online. Are all of these online? Somehow they are. I don't really know if this does add up, but it's letting me. so, yep, sure. Okay, cool. Let's search portal. So the miniature end portal is almost craftable. Infused Dragon's Breath and bookshelf. Awesome. So let's search bookshelf. Try to get that automated. So that's obviously books and planks. We've got substitutes on, so we'll use birch when we get to it. In terms of book, realistically, what's cardboard? What the what's cardboard? Pulp. Okay, I'm probably not going to do that. Do I just do leather? Wait, what? Hold on. Loot fabricator, death tome. Oh, we can just get books. Realistically, we just do this. I think we've got automatic leather using prediction. Yeah, using prediction. So yeah, that is automated. So that's fine. So in here we can chuck 1. In here we can chuck 2. Cool. Now the infused dragon breath could be a problem because it does need to be enchanted with a specific enchant. Cool. Let's bookmark this. Can I bookmark the whole recipe? Doesn't look like it. Auto enchanter ATM can do this from ATM. What this? Auto enchanter, runic enchanter, machine blueprint, runic enchanter from modern industrialization or modern machinery, liquefied source, starbuncle mania, and XP. Like the XP parts, that's fine. This stuff is the predicament that we are in. What's this guy? This guy could be fine. Runic enchanter. Oh, maybe not. I don't like what I'm looking at. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I think we'll just manually do it. But regardless, we need these. We need this setup. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So, let's come over here. Now, we need 80 Eterna, at least. So we can stack it full of as much Eterna as we can. You know what we should probably do? Because sorry, I'm fumbling over my own words. You've got to... I'm looking at the recipe for an end portal. We also have the Nether Portal, and there was probably something else, right? The Twilight Portal or something? Nether, exit, and end. The Nether Portal is probably a better one to start with. It'll be like a lower enchant, and it'll probably allow us to get to the next tier. So this guy, we need Warp Millium and a Hell Shelf of Masterful Sight. So let's have a look. Let's search Hell Shelf of Masterful Sight. We'll bookmark that. And then Warped Millium. We can market that. That's probably the easiest, to be honest. Fungi, Crimson. The market's definitely a play that exists. What? Crimson Millium. Netherrack and Fungi. Okay, I think that's the play. It's just, I don't know how annoying this is to... What's our setup look like? Hold on. We have redstone, carbon, diamond. Redstone, carbon, diamond. Fungus? Is that really what we want to do? I'll be honest. It kind of is what I want to do. But maybe up. Because I think there's going to be like a different thing I want to put there. So I think this sort of makes sense to go up. And I think that's okay. I think we do this. I think we do this. I think we grab this thingy. And we go like that. Grab this guy, place him there. Cool. Do I have any metallurgic infusers? Nope. That's fine. We shall order one. Cool. So this guy will go here. As you know, of course, he will require an export bus. We don't have that. Export bus. Now, question of the day. Mushrooms. We don't really have mushrooms automated. Red mushroom, how easy to automate? Mushroom prediction? It looks like you can just farm them quite easily. Otherwise, there is shroom bees. Okay. Mushroom's tempting. Yeah. Spores. Okay. I mean, this guy sounds fun. Should we try to make one of these real quick? 1, 2. Spores recreator. I mean, this thing sounds perfect, right? Sounds like it just makes spores. Alright, hold on. Alright, now make spores. Okay, he needs power. This is fine. So far, so good. Okay. He needs, I imagine, water, but I also don't know. So let's see what we can do here. Let's bring this guy across. Let's grab this. Have this guy go. Yeah, we'll have him go under. Let's go export. No, well, do we have it? Let's just do sink, right? It's just easier. Sink with pipe. Sink with pipe. Why not? Sink, pipe, boom, water. Okay. And then I put a mushroom in, maybe? So we grab red mushroom, chuck him in. And is he just going to make mushrooms? Is that what you're telling me? Is it that simple? He makes two. Ooh, I see. I see the predicament. Okay. Okay. Well, that's... Okay. Sure. Sure. So what we're going to say is that we're going to say 1 mushroom equals 2 mushroom. And I think, to be honest, I think Applied Energistics is smart enough to know what I mean by that. As crazy as that seems. The front we're going to push. That'll allow the end result to go right back in here. And I think that just works. Let's give it a shot. I've got 12 mushrooms. It's not happy. I have 10 mushrooms. Yeah, it's not happy. Okay. Interesting. It's not smart enough. It doesn't know what I'm asking it. It's screaming. Okay, how else do we get this to happen? Okay, no, I know. We don't do this. We do an export bus, which apparently we had on us already. That's okay. We do export bus. We do, obviously, the mushroom. Oh, sorry. You're still having a crack, are you? Mate, what's your problem? Sunflower. There we go. Okay. And we get the emitter. So, ME level emitter. We do need a thingy for it. But that's okay. There we go. And we get our smart cables. So, we have an extended bus here. We then have a cable here. He gets a level emitter there. And he connects with a cable. This guy is going to be looking for red mushrooms. When we have 100 red mushrooms, so when levels are above or equal to 100, it will emit a redstone signal. This guy needs a redstone card. One of these guys. And he will be active without a signal, meaning he'll keep exporting when there's no signal. When there is a signal, he will stop. Then what we do is we say, hey, chuck in red mushroom. And so he'll just chuck in red mushroom. Red mushroom will process. And then what we do is we get import bus. Sure. Extended one, why not? And we do that. We do that. And then that's it, solved. What we can do is we can get the add-ons. Why not? I'll just grab one of each. I don't really know how overkill this will be, but we'll chuck them in. And yeah, there we go. That's automated mushroom. So if we go in here, mushroom. And then once we have enough, how much did I say? I said 100. Ta-da! Nothing goes in. Cool. Awesome. We automated mushroom. Okay, so now we get this export bus. This guy gets told, hey, for chemicals, it'll input from the back. Perfect. For items, it will, well, I think we want extra to be the back as well. I think. We want items to input and output at the top, and we want to auto eject. Well, no. We want it. Huh? I don't know why we don't want to, but we'll copy what we've done there. Huh? Yeah, we'll copy what we've done there. We'll have items output at the bottom. We'll have them input only from the top. Everything else will clear, except for the back, of course. That should be fine. Set this guy up to extract. And I think we're ready. He also needs power. So he'll need an induction card. Because that's apparently how we're powering this stuff. Cool. Now they have speed upgrades and stuff. Do we want to do the same? Well, we might as well. Pow. And pow. Cool. And then here's the kicker. We say, hey, dude, mushroom. And then he should just fill with mushroom. Now, we need to hope this guy's running. Otherwise, we could run out of mushroom. Like, it is physically possible. So we need acceleration cards in here, I think. Because we want this guy to just be chock full. I guess. Yeah. Well, like, realistically, we want as much in here as we can before it turns off. You know what I mean? Like, we always want extra. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That should be good. That should sort itself out. Because this guy's going to take a while to fill. I didn't want to accidentally use them all up. Oh, no, he's full. I lied. It wouldn't take a while at all. It's actually really quick. Sure. All right. Wireless terminal. What am I even after? Fungi. Why am I after because I want warped Millium. Warped Millium. And we're going to do this recipe. Crimson Millium equals warped Millium. And we're going to do this recipe. Netherrack equals thingy. I'm going to chuck both those there. And I think we're ready. So if I want a warped Millium and I order it, it's that simple. It's that simple. All right, cool. So now we'll jump back up here. See how far we can get. We might only get one of these done today, but that's fine. We want this recipe. It needs emeralds and stuff. Why does it need night vision? Really? Like, that's such a blah. Potion night vision and Hull Shelf of Sight 1, which is this, which we don't have either of the things for. These need blocks of gold, which we should have already, to be honest. Spyglass and Potion of Night Vision, 3 minutes, of course. Let's get Spyglass automated, because that's easy. I don't think I need to automate blocks. That should be fine. Infused Hull Shelf will be done in this recipe, which is sick. Can we really not? How expensive is this stuff? Oh, hold on a minute. Because this kind of... I feel like it might be worth with how much stuff we're doing to try to figure out if we can do this. But this needs a... Like, this must be a crazy thing. Oh my god. Like, do I actually need this stuff? Man. At level tier 5. And this is an automatic one that can make it. Yeah, this ain't happening. I don't think. Like, not for a while. Alright, let me just double check that we do have gold in a thingy. Yeah, we got gold. We got gold. So that's fine, at least. Let's see how we go. Boom. Sure. Infused Hull Shelf. We'll have to do night vision potion. Potion brewer. What do you guys use for potions? Alchemist Cauldron. Like, I don't know what the play is. This guy... It's like a 50-50 on whether this guy's actually good, to be honest. Netherrack. Let's grab all this. Apparently we don't have nether bricks automated, but that's alright. It's not that big a deal at the moment, at least. Let's jump in here. Nope. Let's jump in... in here. Power. I should probably just bookmark it, eh? Automate that stuff. I do need a brewing stand. Done. Potion brewer. Alright. Let's see what this guy does. Because this guy might be the good one. I don't remember. One of them's pretty good. One of them's not. So if we chuck this guy here. Let's go ahead and at least extend this a little bit. Cool. Yeah, this guy takes everything and he makes bottles. I think this one's pretty good. I have fond memories. Or at least we're going to pretend that I did. Sure. Cool. Cool. Redundant, I know, but what are you going to do about it? Okay, so for starters, let's grab an export, and let's chuck in blaze powder. Let's just do that right from the get-go. Now, do we have blaze powder automated? We do, or at least we have the ability to. Awesome. So let's grab a crafting card, which is this guy here, so that he is able to make those. And then let's see if he can fill this stuff up. He's filling it up, but not from the right spot. We do not want this to happen at all. We want this disabled. Huh. Yeah, we want it disabled. Cool. So everything will go into there instead. Perfect. We also want this guy to do bottles. So if we search bottles, bottles, bottles. And if we have bottles, they'll go there. Also perfect. Okay, now he also needs water, which I think I can just also kind of do water in here, right? And he'll do water. Perfect. So he's already started, which is a problem. He has made us water bottles. So what does this mean for us? I don't really know. I think that's fine. Maybe. This is where it gets messy. To be honest, there's a chance that it's just easier with a brewing stand. Let's try with a brewing stand. I'm going to break this apart. At least we know sort of that we can do that, right? Let's do a brewing stand. Let's do a pattern provider. And we might just make a recipe for everything. You know what I mean? We'll get an extended export. We'll hook that up and tell him blaze powder. And he, well, he doesn't really seem to care. Is this one of those things where like you have to pick a right side? Hold on. Let's go hopper. Some of these vanilla items are just like, you have to place the ingredient on, see, like that puts it at the top. I mean, maybe, yeah, that puts it in the right spot. Yeah, so I don't really know why that's happening, but I mean, that's solvable, right? I could just do this, chuck an extended, chuck that. That works. Right? Why is he not? Huh? Device online. Device online. Is it because that guy's offline? That like neither of these work? No, that wouldn't make sense. What am I missing? Does that not input there? I mean, surely. What's going on here? Do I not have blaze powder in the system? Oh, I mustn't have had. Okay. Sure, whatever. Let's pretend. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. So that works. And then I think I just want to automate the recipes. So if we go pattern terminal, and we click on night vision, and we put in this recipe. Oh, I don't. Yeah, we'll see. And then we put in. Yeah, because the bottles are gonna have to get. Yeah. We'll see how we go. And then awkward potion is this recipe. I think we can do it, by the way. I do have a few plans. And then water bottle, sure. So if we chuck these in. Okay, wait. Before we do that even. Stone cutting, smithing, processing, crafting. Let's have a look. Let's search potion. Night vision potion. Let's just see what happens. I attempt to order it. Nothing happens. Which is kind of fair. I kind of expected that. I think what we do now is we get a chest and we chuck it here, which gets the ingredients. Oh, he actually has awkward potions somehow. Sure. And then I think we just do it with pipes and with upgrades and filters. So filter destination tools. Yeah. So let's click this. And then let's do, yeah. So I think what I want to do is shift right click that to get that destination. And then what I can do is I can open this, chuck in, well, this is the top, so I want the ingredients. So chuck in this, chuck in this guy, chuck in this, edit it, and say, hey, you go there, whitelisted. Cool. Then I grab the side of the block. So you can see it has a UFA facing up. And that's where we put in the potions, so the bottles. We edit, and we chuck in this. No, we edit, we click that in, updates it, we click submit, south side. And that's all hooked up, ready to go. So then, because they're whitelisted, I believe, if we come over here, and we hook this up, it will work. Now we might have to just disassemble that. But that should work. Now, in terms of getting items out of this guy, well, I think I can just do this, to be honest. Now, that takes out the wrong stuff, and that's a problem. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to solve that problem, to be honest. Because we need to make awkward potions in there, right? If we search awkward potion, we make it in here, which means like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What we could possibly do is get a reader of some sort. A block reader? There was a machine reader, which I know it's different, but that, like, I know, is a brewing stand a machine? Maybe. We'll grab both of these, we'll search logic, grab some logic cables and just see which one does which. So, for example, if we do a block reader on the side of this guy, we gotta give it a cable for logic. Has block, dimension, coordinate, block, NBT. Light level is 13 for this guy. If we chuck in awkward potions, does that change? No. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and try the other thing. Let's try the machine reader. Is worker, has work, can work. Has work is false. Okay. If I chuck this in, has work is true. I think it's that simple. So I think what we do, and I'll show you how this works. We get a logic programmer. A lot of this stuff can go away. We got a bit of a messy inventory that's probably confusing some of you guys. So we grab that. We grab some variable cards. And then we also want a redstone writer. So it should be pretty simple. I think all we want to do is say if it has work, emit a redstone signal. So that's what this will do, just by placing a card in here. If it's true, it'll emit redstone. Then what we can do is we can have our item pipes. We can hook this guy up to extract. We can chuck in a pipe upgrade, tell him on when powered. No. Off when powered. Yeah. So we can then apply this, connect our cable up, and then chuck this in. So it's got a tick saying that it's working, everything's connected, and currently the status is false because it doesn't have work, which means it's extracting. So if I were to chuck in these, they don't get extracted. But I believe when it's done, and we can open this, and it says true, so it's emitting redstone. I believe if we wait, it should finish. We didn't actually need the logic programmer. When it's done, it should actually extract the stuff. How cool is that? Now, I can see a potential problem. So we don't have awkward potions. If I order more night visions, I don't know, because what's going to happen is a number of things, as you can tell. First things first, we need to set up Oh, yeah, sorry. We need to set up the top first. So shift right click the top. Grab nether wart. We need to say, hey, by the way, nether wart can only go on the top. Cool. Chuck that in. Nether wart in the top. Perfect. Now we can do it for water bottles. We can say, hey, I should probably take all these out. I mean, they'll go in the right spot, but yeah. Water bottle, hey, you can only go there. Alright, sweet. And so now we can chuck these in. Huh. And it didn't work. Why? Let's take this out. No. Let's do this. Let's take this out. And let's try this again. If I chuck this in, it works, and this says has work. And so that means this should say true. And then, because I flipped it, it didn't work that time, but... Huh? Off when powered? What happened to the stuff? The stuff just got gobbled out of this. And it didn't go where it... Like, huh? What's going on? Where are they all going? Is it happening south? I mean, it has a tag, but I mean, it doesn't really seem to matter. It's taking the stuff out. Why is it, why is it doing that? What do we think? What am I doing wrong here? Because that's still on. This is still on. Is this set to like... It's set to be pretty much as fast as possible. As is this guy. To be fair, we kind of need this the opposite, right? We need this to be on when powered, and then we need this to be inverted. Can we do that? Can we... I don't know if we can easily invert this. I think what I would have to do is use a logic programmer. So what we can do is we can do an exclamation mark. This means not. So in other words, if I chuck this in and then create a new one, this just says when it's not. So when it doesn't have work, emit a redstone signal. So sort of the opposite of what we're doing currently. We'll give that a shot, I guess. So if we do this in here, you'll notice that it says, not happy. That's because it relies on this information. So we need to grab a variable store, which is a place where, you guessed it, you store your variables. And so if we chuck that in, now it's tick, it's happy. So currently it's true. It does not have work. So it's emitting a redstone signal, which means this guy's on. So, I mean, it's kind of just the same thing, right? What am I thinking here? I want it to be off when powered. Off when powered. So it's emitting a redstone signal, so it's off. And then I almost want it to like delay. You know what I mean? Like I want it to wait. Can I have this? Is there like a wait? What would a wait be? Like how could I tell this to like take your time? You know what I mean? Like increment. What was that? Minimum, maximum. Some fun numbers stuff in here. I don't know if it's possible. I think you would have to place like a create little gadget or something. Maybe. I'm just having a quick scroll just in case it's like, oh, perfect, you know? Is eating entity blah 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 blah. Look, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't have that magic. Cast long to top. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll try it again. I know I've essentially just done the exact same thing, just back to front, but who knows? Maybe it'll work this time. What's happening? They're just instantly getting gobbled up? Okay. View of pipes nearest. Interesting. What are you thinking, guys? Do I set up a little redstone thingy to add the delay. I think that's sort of got to happen. So we can still do the machine reader. That's fine. Place that guy. He can actually still be placed like that. Go out here. And then go here. Boom, boom. And then we can place the redstone rider here. We can then have redstone dust. And then we can have a delay something. Delayer. That's not what we want. We want a relay. We want a create theme bob. Pulse repeater, pulse extender, pulse timer. I think it's a pulse extender. Let's give it a shot. It's one of them. I never know which one. And if we have this guy wait like how long? So it updates, and then before the redstone changes, we just give it like 20 seconds. No, because that won't work either. Why can't I think, guys? What's going on? How do I... sorry, it's very late, by the way. It's like 1:30 a.m. for me. I'm just trying to brain. I can't... What am I trying to do? I feel like... I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I quested. What am I trying to do? When items show up... When has work... has work, has temperature... Is recipe handler. Recipe by input, recipe by output. Virtual recipe. Interesting. Has work, can work. Can work? Is working. Can work. Alright, I've got a few ideas. Let's chuck this in. Oh, they're gone. Do I just have the wrong setting? Off when powered. On when powered. Off when powered. On when powered. Off when powered? Yeah, because I had it set to default off, right? Yeah. Brain no worky. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. So these are in here, right? Is worker, has work, can work, is working. Has work, is working. Maybe that's all I need? Is working. Off when powered. Is working. I know that pulled it apart, but... What am I crazy? Off when powered. And is working. The second it goes in, it should be working. Is worker, can work, is working. Okay. That's alright. I'm made of sludge. On when powered. Like what? Sorry guys. I hope at least maybe it's entertaining to watch my brain melt. Honestly, the main thing I'm happy with is that we set up this little guy. Okay, that's we take our little wins. Which, by the way, that means that the thing's done. So I'm hoping once this is done, right, that something happens. So these are now awkward potions. Has work. It still can work. Is working. Is working false. Okay. I do have an idea. The has work. Redstone pulse. Huh? Yeah, but the opposite. So we do the not again. So hold on. Grab this out. We can clear one of those. Go in here. We want to do the not. So my idea is, and I'll show you. I'll get it set up. We chuck this guy in redstone pulse. Redstone pulse. Redstone. Oh yeah, sorry. Redstone pulse. Chuck this guy in here. He's happy. Huh? I didn't even. What? Sure. And so he's on when powered, right? And so he'll turn on when there's no work. But it'll be a pulse, meaning it'll empty, and then that should leave this guy time for new stuff to enter without it breaking everything. That's my thought, anyhow. We've got a bit of a carrot problem at the moment, but that should be okay. If we're at 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and if we chuck all of that in there, and then we take those out. Okay. That should work. And then we can chuck those back in. Let's see. Well, let's just spectate a little bit. So the water is about to finish. And we should see 3 new water bottles enter. Instead, we get the awkward potions. This guy clearly didn't last long enough to trigger this guy to work. And so nothing happened. Correct? Correct. Okay. So. Cool. Okay. Let's do... Oh, man. What do I need to do? Place you, place that, place... Yeah, okay. I think we do what we did before. Place this guy here. We can still... We can do this. And instead of a pulse... Oh, well, yeah, I guess we do a pulse extender. And we have it be like... Yeah, 2 ticks. Huh? Redstone pulse. Cool. This guy is on when powered. So currently he's off. Awesome. So we go in here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 again. And just put another nether wart in there. Just to, because we just want to make sure it works. So stack in 2. And then chuck in all of these. It's not working. Why is it not working? He's pulsing multiple times. Which means he's constantly saying has no work, has no work. Which means he's constantly taking stuff out. On when powered. What? Like what? 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 Okay. Let's set this guy to 20. You know what? There's a chance, yeah. Let's just do this for the test. Because I think there's value in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Yeah. Man, he don't care. He don't care. Okay. Let's set this guy to 40. And otherwise I'll change the other thing and see if that changes anything. Okay. Something happened. It didn't work, but something did happen. This guy took longer to happen. Okay. I think this guy's fine being on a second. I think this guy can also be on a second. Alright, let's try this. For some reason, putting them in the chest gives me different results. Yeah, he's already doing his thing. He shouldn't be. Look, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'll tell you what. We're gonna crack this. We're gonna have a crack at this with a fresh brain another day. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully brain worky next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hopefully you guys have a nice sleep and your brain works. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.